guys, this is Carolyn, and this is
AG,
and we are
the Twinkie Twins.
Yay! We're doing body fat measurements today, and we're doing Angie's after pictures for the 49-day challenge we've been on, and really amazing results. High five to you.
High five to you.
One of the questions we've had lately is about body fat and what's the best way to measure your body fat. The most reliable way to do your body fat would be to go to a facility that submerges you in water and does whole body fat mass and lean body mass that way. That is not attainable for most people. So there are a couple other tools for you. Some people have the handheld gadget. Omron makes one. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. My enunciation's really bad because I'm battling a head cold. The handheld one, it works on a system. It sends a current, a real low-level current. It's not going to shock you or anything. It sends it up through your arms, up into your shoulders and your upper body. And it's measuring the density of like your bone, muscle, and fat has a different current than something more solid like muscle or bone does. They also make a scale that you stand on that works in the same principle. What you need to understand about those things is the one that you hold in your hand is measuring your upper body, only the current's really not going into your lower body. And the one that you stand on is really only measuring up to your waist. So it just depends on where you carry your body fat. And as long as you're consistent in what device you use, you're going to be able to tell whether your body fat is going down or not. I wouldn't rely on that number to measure against somebody else. I wouldn't say, oh, my body fat's only this, or because they may be using a different system than you. It's only for your use. If you're charting how fast your body fat's going down, you and some things can change that reading if you're standing on a scale. If you're retaining fluid, it can change that number. If you haven't eliminated in a couple days, that's going to show up as a different kind of mass. So just keep that in mind. That number is going to fluctuate a little bit different than calipers were. And I'm going to show you the calipers that I have today. There are different kinds of calipers. Mine is called Defender.
It's upside down.
Is it? No, it's not. It's showing up backwards in there, though.
Yeah. Turn it the other way.
That way? No.
Huh.
Okay. Anyway, and it comes with a little pamphlet that tells me where the measurement sites are on this one. And I like this one. I chose this one because all the measurement sites are on the front side of my body, and I can do them myself. I'm right-handed. I hold it in my right hand. I can do my own measurements on the 3 measurement sites, and I do them on the left side of my body always. And I don't need somebody to be home to do a back pinch for me or in a place where I can't see. This particular one, it has a little slide ruler on the side here. It does millimeters. And I move it has a little thing in here that moves. I move it all the way to the 60 millimeter. And then I pinch the site. And when I pinch the site, it has a little thing right here on the end that's red. And it will turn green when the measurement is secure. And see, it won't turn green because there's nothing in there. And if I doubt the reading, I'll take 3 readings on the same side. And usually come up with about the same number each time, sometime within like 1 millimeter or so. And then after you have all 3 site measurements on this one, it has a little body fat wheel. And you take the number, the total of your measurements, and you line it up with your age, and it tells you your percent of body fat. According to my calipers, in the 49-day challenge, I lost 4% body fat. According to my scale, I lost 2% body fat. Either way, I lost body fat. So I'm happy about that. Well, the biggest difference is in Angie. We did not take her before body fat using calipers. We've only used scales on her, but I did use the calipers on her today, and the difference between the two is 7% body fat.
Yay, me.
Yay, you. Which puts her in a healthy range. If we go by this, she's like fit female.
Yes.
All right, so Angie has agreed to let me demonstrate where these 3 measurements go and how to do them. So, and she's a little shorter than me, so
I'm going to stand on a chair.
Stand on a chair. And make sure this is on 60. And turn face me, Angie, so I can get you. All right, and I'm going to start bottom up on her since I'm showing her like. Now this, on the front of her thigh, wow, you get some good thigh muscle in there. How many inches did you lose off your thigh during the challenge?
1.5 inches.
1.5 inches in 49 days. It's amazing. So about midway on her thigh in the front, and it's a vertical pinch on this one. And I really don't have to pinch it up because the pincher is going to do it, and I'm just going to give it a squeeze. The line is green. I record the measurement that's on there, and I'm not going to share all her measurements with you. I would just record that number, and then I'd move the caliper pin back to 60 millimeters. And the next one is on her iliac crest. And if you take your hand down your side and you squeeze in, you're going to come to your hip bone. Right there is hers. And then you're going to walk your fingers to the front part of that hip bone. And I think this one's also, oh, I'm sorry, this one is diagonal. So I'm going to pinch a little bit this way, and put the caliper in, and it won't turn green until we have fat. And if it slides off there, if you're ever in doubt whether it's an accurate reading, if it slides off there, it'll go to red. And so then I would record that number, and then move it back to 60. So if you're in doubt that, oh, I didn't get on the skin right, or it slid off, as soon as it's not on the fold properly, it'll go back to being red. So, and the other one is on the tricep, and I think this one's a vertical one as well. So just going to pinch it up, give her a little squeeze, and I like to do a little shimmy shake there, and it's green. And then that gives me the 3rd number that I need. And then I add up those 3 numbers and line it up with her age, and what did we get, 23%? Did I say?
22.
22%?
Something.
Woo-hoo.
22 something.
Way to go. So that's the calipers I use. Not all calipers are exactly the same, but they work on the same principles. And your instruction manual that comes with it will tell you exactly what sites you're going to measure on, how many sites you're going to measure on. There's also a caliper called an AccuMeasure. I do not own one. And it's a 1-site measure, and it's just right there at the iliac crest, right in the front. It's easy to do. And again, those numbers are for you, not to compare to another person's numbers, but to compare against your numbers from the previous month if lowering your body fat is what you're interested in doing. So I'm going to real quick talk to you for a moment about the Eat Clean Challenge. I know some of you have decided that you are entering that, and some of you have decided you're not entering that, and some of you don't know whether you want to enter that or not. I'm going to challenge you to enter it. Whether you think you have weight to lose or not, or whether you think you can stick with it or not, I'm going to encourage everyone who's hearing this to enter the challenge, and here's why. You have goals this year. You may not be a clean eater right now, but you may be learning more about clean eating. I'm sorry. So part of the rules are that you use the principles of clean eating to accomplish your goals. If one of your goals is to learn to eat cleaner and to get healthier, wouldn't you be using those tools to accomplish your goals this year?
Yes.
Yes, you would. And nobody gets it perfect. It's called learning. And if you are in the challenge, you're going to take those before pictures, and you're going to take progress pictures along the way. Progress that is measured is progress that you really make. Now, neither one of us, as far as the scale goes, showed that much of a loss during the 49-day challenge. I think I lost 4
I lost 5.6.
And she lost 5.6. I lost 8 inches, and you lost?
4.5.
4.5 inches. We both gained muscle, and we're able to retain and gain some lean muscle mass during that. But the biggest difference showed in the pictures when we did the side-by-side. And yeah, clothes were feeling a little looser. We were feeling a little more confident. We were feeling a little leaner. But when you see the side-by-sides, that's where the big difference shows. And I encourage my clients to do the same thing, to take a minimum of once a month pictures. So if they don't see the changes, they send the pictures to me. I can do the side-by-side, and I can show them, you've gotten leaner through your back. I'm starting to see a little bit of your top abs. Your obliques are starting to show, just different curves that are showing tightness and lifting and stuff like that. And we're critical of ourselves, but pictures do not lie, and they are the best way to determine your progress. So I am entering the Eat Clean Challenge, even though I really don't have weight to lose. My body is still transforming. I'm still making progress. And I don't plan to stop my goal. So what is it hurting for me to enter the challenge? Take those before pictures and use that as a goal for this year in transforming my body. The next 8 months are going to pass, whether you've taken the pictures or not. Why not take the pictures? Why not enter the contest? Why not set it as a goal? And you may surprise yourself. And if you do have a lot of weight to lose, please, please, please take the pictures. Because 5 months down the road, when you've lost 50 pounds, you're not going to be able to go back and say, but here's where I started from. Take the pictures now, even though you may not like what you see. Take the pictures. You will love it later. You will love seeing the difference.
Yes, you will.
Amaze yourself this year. This is your year to make a great difference in your health and well-being and change your physique. Love you. Thank you for tuning in.